Yo, what's good, my people? This is E for CFX, and I believe you all are in the right place at the right time. Let us kickstart and let's get this done. Now, why are there different strategies in the market? Why are there different strategies in the market? Please, you can mute yourself if you want to stay with this life. And probably you guys should just stay calm and let's do this together. You know, I've been doing this for you guys for free all this while. Now, why? The question there is why are there different strategies in the market? Now, I will show you why there are different strategies in the market. Now, look at this entry. Because sometimes we have late entries, sometimes we have early entries, and at the same time, we also have those entries that comes up with scalping and all of that. So you guys will understand why I'm saying there are different strategies in the market in forex trading. Now, let us do this breakdown. IE for CFX Global, bringing to you my own strategy, the SIT, sub-institutional trading. And look at what I want to show you guys. Very simple. We did our DXY fundamental analysis, and then we compare it with the news and every other thing we need to know. That is why today, when I dropped my own fundamental analysis, make sure you don't miss that. Make sure you don't miss that. I dropped this for free. And I gave my reasons. Now, look at this. I said once price hit this level and bounces back to take out this level, then price should start dropping. That was because you can't decide fully in this market. Do you understand? You can't decide fully in the market. The only thing we do is what we give some predictions at some levels. And I denoted that on my Instagram also. I denoted it on my Instagram. And if you check very well, I dropped all this for you guys. Remember when I dropped this thing here, right? You see what I dropped right here? See what I said right here? I said at this level in dollar index, I am expecting a reaction to the downside, making the dollar weak in this week. So, but if price pushes above this level, then the expectation changes hand, which is going to be dollar gaining strength over the markets. This is very understandable. And this is the level here. Look at that level. Look at this level. So this line was the major deal of the day. This line you see here, this line, look at it. You see this line here? That was the major focus for the day. So I said that if price gets up to this point and then bounces downwards, like this bounces downwards, then I should be expecting price, the dollar index to get weakened. But if price doesn't do something like this, it goes up, bounces from here, taps in. So if you look at this very well, you will see clearly that when price gets to this point, it bounces back to touch that line and then start pushing upward. So if you are missing my fundamental updates, there is a lot you're missing, guys. I'm telling you the honest truth. If you're missing my fundamental update, there's a lot you're missing. And you can't get this anywhere. Once you get this thing right, first of all, then you can be able to get other analysis on the fundamental, on the currency pair right. That was why you can see gold. We are scalping gold today. Gold was dropping, but gold drop wasn't as strong as the EU, GU, USD card buys. And look at all those analysis, very clean analysis I dropped to the group. Yes, you can see all this analysis I dropped to the group. But the thing there is why were some of our trades not triggered? Why was even almost all our trades not triggered? Is because we had late entries. And this is what I want to show you guys here. Very simply, show you guys. I mean, I'm live now in the public, and there's nothing here we're doing other than teaching you guys what you should understand about trading. Trading is not something you just wake up in the morning and start buying or selling. That is when a lot of us get to miss the aim of trading. Trading is more of sitting down, checking your system. And that is why joining a group is not all about just joining a group. Joining a group that knows what they're doing. And look at I have what I'm telling you guys, why the reason for this life is why the different strategies in the market, why the different strategies in the market. Now, I will be going to the analysis we dropped on GU, and let's start from Euro USD, because I love the breakdown that I'll be dropping here on Euro USD. So please do well to like, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you also follow me. I'm dropping this on the YouTube also. Make sure you also follow me on E4CFS Global. Yes, so guys, let's go down to the breakdown. Now look at what I said. I did a breakdown on this. Now, first of all, we know our focus. Our focus was what? Sell Euro USD. Our focus was to sell Euro USD because the dollar index is showing me, and the indication of the what fundamental analysis is showing me that the dollar is going to be gaining strength over the market. And if dollar is going to be gaining strength over the market, that means it should be what? It should be selling. It should be selling. That means the Euro USD should be selling against the euro. So now look at what we do. The breakdown I did, and I sent this. You can go to watch the video. I dropped the video, but I unlisted it. It's only people in the only for people in this section. You can see it. People in this section that can view this. You can see people in this section can actually view this. So join my free Telegram channel to be part of this. There are more educative content right there. There are more educative content right there. I'm not hiding anything, guys. I'm not hiding anything. The more thing we do here is to teach you, equip you. That's the major goal of trading. Help our people to actually understand what this market is telling us, because most of us, we tend to do it the wrong way. Now, what do we do here? Look at what I did here. In the daily time frame, first of all, do not forget your daily early beginnings. That's what daily time frame means. Do not forget your early beginnings. You think lower time frame is the main thing. Do not forget your early beginnings. That's what I would say. Now, look at this guy here. You can see that there is a high above this level. So let me show you guys. You can see this high here. Now, look at what I'm showing you guys. First of all, it swept out the liquidity, then reacted. The next thing we should be expecting is that this is a valid supply zone because it swept out liquidity. Now, let me show you guys what we truly want in this market. Now, I go to the 4 hours time frame. After dragging this guy to the future, then because around this zone, I will show you guys. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame quickly. And in this 4 hours time frame, look at this nice supply zone I marked and this liquidity that needs to be swept. This is what we call inducement liquidity. You can see it right there. So I marked this guy, I explained it to everyone. So yeah, we have this liquidity that needs to be swept, then this supply zone. This is the early beginning. After you have marked this thing, now you can now decide to go hard the way you want. The point there is that price already swept that liquidity. We call it buy-side liquidity taking, and then price created what? A supply zone that needs to be mitigated. A lower time frame supply zone. This one is a higher time frame supply zone right here. You can see it is being mitigated after sweeping this inducement liquidity. So all this explanation here, price at this supply zone was being mitigated by this guy after sweeping off what? This liquidity. This one. So people might be taking this. That's why, first of all, know how to identify your supply and your demand zone. Now, after I've done this, then I marked out my psychology level. This is my psychology level where I need to see price what hit my TP target. That is my psychology level. And I explained that on that video. You understand? I explained it on that video. And now let's go down. Let's zoom this again. Let's zoom this so that we can see what we should be looking at. Let's zoom this. The same thing that repeated in that higher time frame is what is going to also repeat in this lower time frame now. This is what we have. Again, we have a supply zone right here. You can see that same supply zone. This one, supply zone. We have this price coming to mitigate this supply zone after what? Sweeping this liquidity. So don't forget your early beginning. Your early beginning is the higher time frame. Once you forget about your higher time frame, then you won't be able to catch the lower time frame entry. And look at, this is why we have different strategies in the market. This is the reason why we have different strategies, because we have a lot of way to have a good entry for ourselves. Now, look at this entry now. Probably I delete this, and then let me not delete that. Let me not delete that. Look at this also. Let's say we shorten this guy, and we have our entry early before all of these things happens. What do you think? You have one entry. Let me delete this one. It seems it's kind of distracting. The moment we have this, because what you need is not to enter the market. What you need is to study the market so you can know the kind of entry you will be having. Now, this is sub-institutional trading. We don't only base on one strategy. We work with all strategy to get a definite entry mode for our people. Now, look at these guys. Look at, if you have your understanding of what the higher time frame I've shown you, what I just showed you in the higher time frame, you look at this one, this now, you will see that this is a supply zone, nice supply zone that price needs to what? Need to mitigate. An unmitigated supply zone. Look at how price definitely took this guy away. And based on my explanation yesterday, we missed this entry. That is fine. We missed this opportunity, but hey, the boy is stubborn, because the boy knows that the trade should be dropping based on the whole analysis I do. So you stack up and you hold and you leave it to your TP at this end. So I did that on AU because AU was my focus for the week. So I made a lot of money on AU, and I'm still holding. Now you can see this is our entry point. This is our exit point. Very sweet. So if I wasn't distracted this week, because I had a lot of things, my birthday is coming up tomorrow. I think today is what? Today is 30. My birthday is tomorrow. So we are actually trying to fix some stuff, and I'm doing a video shoot. So I cannot get distracted, but I still made my own money. I don't know about you, but if you understand what I've been teaching you guys all this while, you know that I have not been sleeping on this. I have been making sure I drop, and it's not easy to actually find simple strategy just like this that I'm showing you guys. Very simple strategy. Why? Because the full explanation is on this guy. Now look at this. There is a break of structure here. Nice break of structure, but that was a deception for this area. And then this area was what? Swept off. So the next thing we should call this was liquidity. So now probably you missed this entry. How are you going to fix yourself on this end? This is a nice 1:7 RR. One nice 1:7 RR here. If you look at it very well. Now, look at, we all have this on mind, and there are some people that actually uses what we call buy stop, sell stop, and all of that. So if you have used sell stop here, you would have just made money like that. Just allow it to flow. Now look at, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Now in the 1 hour time frame, look at what I want to show you guys. So I was telling them yesterday on the call that we have this as what? A fair value gap, right? This is our fair value gap. And yes, there is something I was showing us. Here should be the entry, while here is a safer zone. That's what we call it. Most of the time we stay in a safer zone. But the thing there is our price already sweep out this liquidity. So the major concern should be around this area now. Since you have missed that entry, now want to find another entry on this guy. The major concern should be on this area. And how do we do that? Now look at this very well. Since price already tapped in and sweep this liquidity, price already tapped in and sweep this liquidity, what do we do now? We go to the lower time frame, such as what? 15 minutes time frame, and then let's see how we can fix ourselves on the trade. Okay, now we have this for people doing lower time frame entry. Price, first of all, price broke this guy. Now I'm going to delete this one. I want to show you guys a very simple thing. Then I'll drop my analysis again for the VIP team after this section. Now look at what I'm saying. This is what I want you guys to understand. Look at this guy. You will see this is the high that price created, and this is the previous low price created before taking off this guy. That is very important to note. Now you see price reacting again to tap in another block right here, and then price broke this guy. Now that price has already taken that guy, that is, look at this area first. Price gave us what? A change of character in the lower time frame. This is what we call a change of character. in the lower time frame. CHOCH. And after that, what next are we going to be looking at? Now, what next are we going to be looking at? Oh, shit. Okay. After that, what next are we going to be looking at? Definitely is price taking out the second structure, which is this area. And trust me, guys, you need to just understand these things. This is another level where price actually sweep off liquidity. You know, price sweep off this liquidity at this level. So first of all, we have a change of character, price coming in to fill up what an order block right there, and then price dropping in again to take out this liquidity. What price taking out this liquidity means that what it means that people are actually interested in buying at this point, but price swept those people. And now price went again to take out our major liquidity, which is the secondary break of structure. And now you see price going back to this entry. That's why I call this most of the times a psychology zone. So this is a lower time frame psychology level at this point. And then yes, price went back to that level. Since price went back to that level, remember what we did previously. Let's go back again. So that's another way to enter at that psychology zone. People usually draw that. And look at another level. We did something previously, and I want to show you guys, share with you guys this very important, very important. Look at, there is no inefficiency around this area. That was why price found it difficult to go back again and then start dropping downwards. There was no inefficiency. There was no fair value gap in the 4 hours time frame, but we actually saw fair value gap in the 1 hour time frame. That was why we actually decided to see if we can take. That is why I said buys. If you check in the group, I said buys. I didn't say buy limit. I didn't say sell limit. Oh, sorry. That was why I said sell. I didn't say sell limit. I didn't say sell stop. I just said sell. So if you really understand, you want to make money, you don't just wait for signals. Signals might be good. Signals might hit you on stop loss, just like it hit us on stop loss on AU. But I still have to refine the entry, and then I got myself in the trade. I know what I'm doing. The simple thing I want to show you guys is solely depending on signals might actually affect your own win rate, because everybody should have their own win rate. The only thing when signals are dropped, you compare it with your own as a forex trader, and then you kick off. You place on your trade, and don't be greedy. Just make sure you stay focused. So this was the fair value gap we saw. And seeing this fair value gap, nice. We're expecting price to rally back over this area. We expect after price taking out this liquidity, we expect price to rally to this point before dropping. But guess what? Price went ahead and then worked with this psychology level. So I told you guys initially, psychology levels, if you don't know how to identify psychology level, these are the entry we're going to be using now, because that's what the market has been showing me. That is the perfect entry that the market has been showing me all this while. So that is what I'm saying. The fair value gap now wasn't filled. There's a previous time my fair value gap actually failed me. Now, what are we doing? We are not here to compete with the market or to fight the market or to ask why is it not working. The thing there we are here to do is to refine our strategy. And now, since you can enter here, how do you try to enter again? I usually tell you guys, know the move of the market first before you decide. If the move of the market is buys, follow buys only. If the move of the market is sales, follow sales only, and find an entry for yourself. We're done with this, guys. We're done with this one. So we'll go to the next thing we have. So guys, make sure you follow my updates. Make sure you also turn on your notification bell in the IZ section. Turn on your notification bell to always receive my update. All right, if you know this is educative, make sure you drop the fire emoji. And for people in the group also, we're going to be doing some refined entries and all of that. Now for GU trade, look at this, guys. For GU, remember what I showed you guys previously, and look at what I showed you guys previously. The same thing that's happening right here. We just have about 10 more minutes. The same thing I showed you guys, right? So look at this trade. You see how price coming back to mitigate this area. So I shared this on the call. So now we have this supply zone. We have this major supply zone, but we have this this area. So when I said price mitigated this zone, now look at how price mitigated that zone. Now the next thing we should be doing is what? Going to the lower time frame, just like 1 hour and all of that to find our entry. And that is how we caught this guy. Remember what I told you guys? Now look at this area. I was talking about demand and demand zone and then flip zone. So let me use the 30 minutes time frame. So right here, please, I want you guys to be as brilliant as we are here, because I believe what we're doing here is not just a child's play. So I want you guys to be as smart as E4C right now. And look at this trade, guys. Look at this trade. Price tap into the supply zone. Price tapped into the supply zone, and I indicated, I removed my Asian range. I removed the Asian indicators. So now you can see how price tap in, gave us this nice liquidity sweep and tap this guy. Now I showed you guys a demand in this level, which we used the 15 minutes time frame, right? We used the 15 minutes time frame. Look at it, right? We use this 15 minutes time frame, and then I showed you guys an order block right here that was this demand zone that was tapped in. After tapping this demand zone, you see price reacting and then sweep this demand level. Now, another thing there we should be conscious of, this demand level can be a breaker OB in the end of the day. This demand level can be a breaker OB. And not only that, this is how to find entries. We're telling you about strategies. You understand? That's the reason why we're in this life. Reasons why people have different strategies is because of the mode of entry, the time they enter, the way they enter, the pair they enter, and all of that. For Euro USD, give us a nice supply zones mitigation point. But for GBP USD is giving us a breaker OB mitigation point, the second entry. But the first one was directly from what? A supply zone. Now, to find yourself again in this trade, look at my psychology zone also. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. You can see my psychology level. I'm doing this for free so that you can help you guys on your trade. Look at my psychology level. Now, price tap into that psychology level and start dropping. Number one, we have a breaker OB, a demand zone that was taken off, and then the demand later turned to flip. Some people also can find a flipped entry within this zone. That is fine, and that is for people using flips entry and all of that. For here, this one becomes a breaker OB, a breaker OB. We call it B breaker OB. That's a breaker order block at this point. Yes, my psychology level. So if I'm to enter this trade, probably miss this entry and all of that, we should have this. Since it's a short, if you're entering from my psychology zone, then you should put your stop loss here. Why trying to refine when you can stack up? Just put your stop loss within this area. Look at this one, or look at this guy here. You can put your stop loss there and then rally this around to just catch your trades. And this is the liquidity we are expecting price to take off. Look at our target point here. You can see that, guys. So you don't need to, you want to make money, just understand the movement of the market first of all. Okay, we have before I look at, you can see what gold is now. I can see I'm making money on gold right now, and I'm share you guys the profit on my story soon. Look at XAUUSD. I've been scalping this guy, almost hitting my TP level, almost hitting my TP level. Look at me, I've been scalping this guy right from here, right from this zone. Remember, I shared it to you guys. Probably we should wait for this, and you can see what happened. Now I'm going to close this trade as soon as I end the live section. You can see this is how we make cool money. And the last thing there we have is what? Do we have USD card? Yes, we have USD card buys. You can see all these trades going fine. If I had to break this one also down, you can see the point here where price mitigated this guy after this break of structure. This one need this one need timing section. Timing section. I have been trading USD card for a very long time. One of my best trades. One of my best trades. Look at this area, timing. It needs timing. If you look at the formation of the candle pattern, you can see this is a trend line formation. This is a trend line formation right from here. If I had to drag this down, you can see. So probably price might try to reverse within this area, not reverse like retrace within this zone. If price retrace, another entry and then boom to the upside. That is when price takes out this liquidity. So we should understand all of this. We're not only combining one strategy, we understand different strategies in the market. So we have an entry, we have a new entry on this USD card, which is here. And this is a very nice zone to actually wait for the market to retrace before hitting another level. This is it. This is it. You can see my MP1 mitigated, my MP2, you can see price coming back to that area to mitigate that point. So definitely, sometimes you don't need to, when you see that your entry has been mitigated, why not you open position and then put your stop loss the way it should be if you are to wait for other limits. Stop waiting for other limits. People that like waiting for other limits before they enter a trade, stop waiting for other limits. You might end of the day miss a whole lot of trades. You might end of the day miss a whole lot of trades. So some people are asking good questions. I love questions. I want to see my short questions. There was a time I used to have this kind of life when I'm doing it free for people. I see people drawing some things in the chat, see people taking, I'll just say, oh man, these people are not ready to make money. They just come here to distract. But I think people are not serious. I can see a lot of people are serious looking for. That's why I don't do things at my own time, at where everybody should be there. I do things in the odd time so that I only catch people who are really, really interested and serious to learn. And for this also, we have my AUD USD. My AUD USD smiling for me. I have this liquidity that I need to see this price take out. I have the second liquidity price needs to take out. I have the store liquidity price need to take out. And the reason for all these things, look at these guys. Look at this, all this markup. Now, first of all, I told you guys, we need to see that price gets ourselves mitigated in a point where we call our supply zone. And if you look at it very well, this is a daily time frame supply zone. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out now. Yes. Oh, this, what do we call this again? We called it in our live section, we called it a price reaction zone right here. So price reacted here, then we have this, our psychology zone, the daily time frame analysis. Now we went to our 4 hours time frame and then look at what we have here, guys. This, what does this psychology zone mean? Price shouldn't break beyond that guy. So since price break this guy, didn't actually, break it to the extent where it pushes upward. If it breaks it to the extent it breaks this supply level, this is our supply level that we mark, then price will be bouncing back like this. So this is the way we do our stuff. But since price only tap this guy, what price wants to do is to give us a change of character, which price did give us a change of character in that area. So we expect change of character in a what? In a premium supply zone when it comes to looking for a change of character. And we expect also change of character in the demand zone also. Look at how price gave us a change of character, broke downwards, and then create this trend line liquidity. This trend line liquidity is still going to be taken in the future. But for now, to find yourself in this trade, we have this entry point, this one, entry model 1, to take out this liquidity. And then to enter this trade again, we still have another entry level around this zone. So see you guys up in the next one, dropping my signal. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care, everyone. I love you guys. Take care, everybody. Make sure you also follow me for more of my fundamental updates. See you guys up in the next one. Have a blessed week, everyone. Take care, everyone. And if you want to join the VIP channel, also, no problem. When you're ready, just DM me. It's my birthday. I'll be dropping discount also. Probably when my mind is at rest, when it touches me, I'll drop discount for you guys to